Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bill Townsend, along with Mr. Two Dogs himself, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Mr. Jeremiah Watts.
What's up? What's up?
Tell me about it. And Mr. COO himself, the resident genius, Mr. Vance Bradford.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Let's
much.
get it going right now. I am telling you, I'm here to talk to you about the biggest game over the weekend that we got an opportunity to see. Everybody was waiting on it. And I'm just glad to say that the OU Texas Red River rivalry did not disappoint. It was the game of the year so far. Jeremiah, tell us about that OU team and quarterback Dylan Gabriel.
All I gotta do is say Boomer Sooner, baby. Boomer Sooner. Y'all see I got the OU hat on. Y'all know how it is. All the media, everybody said that we was gonna lose by 21 points, 28 points, all because we lost 49-0. Don't get me wrong. I'm still not a fan of the offensive coordinator. I'm not a big fan of Dylan Gabriel, but a win is a win is a win. I don't care. If we make it to a national championship game and we win it, we national champs, and I'm going to cheer it on. Hey, but that last drive that we did where Dylan went 4 for 4, it was, hey, that was an awesome drive. He did his thing. Nice scheme, nice everything. And, hey, Bevo, hold on, hit my teeth. I got to get Bevo out my teeth. Bevo was very good. I still got some of them on a smoker. I'm gonna have to give y'all some.
I hear you. Vaz,
Yeah.
what's out on the OU Texas game? The Red River rivalry. It lived up to everything you could have expected.
You can always expect Texas Longhorn, Austin, man. Them cats, they never show up hardly lately when it counts. So, they done switched coaches, so many coaches now. I'm waiting for in one of them Paytons on the Longhorns. I'm waiting for one of them Paytons to show up. They might as well. But anyway, it was a good game, man. And Texas blew it.
Look,
Oklahoma did
no, Texas did not blow it. If you look at the game, Oklahoma controlled the game.
They did.
Every aspect from beginning to end. And I will tell you right now.
You're right.
As much as Jeremiah wants to hate on Jeff Leedy, on Dylan Gabriel, haters gonna hate.
I didn't hate on him. I just said that I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of some of this play calling. Sometimes he does stuff to make you want to say like Arsenio, make you want to say I'm just saying.
I like you and Vance, and some of the stuff y'all say sometimes that don't make me just give up on you.
I ain't gave up. I told you. Hey, we got to meet Texas again. As long as we don't stub our toe, we're gonna be in the Big 12 championship game. Period.
Okay, now let's get to the real game, the real nitty-gritty that I know Vance is biting at the bits. Vance, it was billed as a battle of possibly the two of the top 3 teams in the NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. Vance, what happened to your team?
Stop right there, Phil. It was billed as one of the top 2 or 3. Come on, man. Just like your question that was ridiculous as it was. If the Dallas Cowboys beat the 49ers.
I've never had that question.
Yeah, you did. You asked that last Tuesday.
No, I've never asked an if.
You did. You said if the Dallas Cowboys beat the 49ers, will they be the best in the NFC? Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. The Cowboys,
they would have beat them.
They are who we think they are.
But let's say if they would have beat them, why wouldn't they have been?
And they wouldn't even get close.
Hey man,
they wouldn't even get close to beating them.
Is it time to take a nap?
You ain't trying to take a nap, Jeremiah, because your
But
team
you
is a
have, man,
scrub. They
understand that
trash. As
one
Bubba
game does
Dub
not
was
make a
saying.
season.
Trash.
Okay, let me put it this way.
They trash, man. And you still, like I
just,
told you at the beginning of the season
hold on.
about that.
Just like I said on the $2 Sports Talk Show every Tuesday, 6 p.m. You can get this on YouTube.
I don't know why.
Truth. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I tell the truth. And they play like hot garbage.
They are garbage.
They play like hot garbage against San Francisco 49ers. The offense didn't do nothing. Dak played like crap. And I tell the truth about how it happened. And San Francisco, they put it on us. They knocked us in. They kicked us in the teeth. They took our spurs. They took our horseshoes, everything that we can name, and they did it. It's simple as that. We lost.
No, ain't no as simple as that,
Well,
Jeremiah.
look,
Hold on. It's only week. That was week 5. We going into week 6. We're gonna beat the LA Chargers this week. We're gonna have a bye, and then we're gonna come back.
well, enough
It
about
is
the
what it
life and
is.
times of Dallas Cowboys. We got us coming into the scene, as you can see, a basketball goal behind them. It's the comedian extraordinaire and coach, Mark Howard. Mark,
Got my basketball back. Yeah, they took a serious butt whipping,
Ooh, you so
and
serious. Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah, they took a butt whipping.
honestly, let me stop, because here's a person that wants to pile on when he didn't have the guts to have his own team. So I ignore that. Anyway,
I ain't crazy
um,
like that.
the thing is that seemingly because you seem to have something to say about our team every time. I mean,
Because y'all
it's one thing if
still ask
hey, no. If it was one thing that if you didn't have a team, and you just didn't say nothing, it's fine. But you seem to always be on when the Cowboys are playing. So if it ain't that big of a deal, I can't tell. So anyway, they played like crap. It went downhill from that point, and San Francisco was able to just pile on and pile on and pile on. But hey, it's the NFL. It's early. If we won, everybody would have said, well, I ain't care about this in October. I want to see what you're doing in December and January.
No, we wouldn't have said
No,
that.
you said it last year.
Well,
Shut up,
okay.
son. Shut up, son.
all right.
Shut up, son. You said it.
This is
You said it
different.
last
That
year.
showed us something.
We
If they
will.
would
You
beat
said
the
you
49ers,
said it
man,
last year.
With
You
that
said it
showed
last
us
year,
something,
Vance.
Mark.
Mr.
You said
Jeremiah
it last year, Vance. So then don't say you wouldn't have. It would have been it'd have been nice to win that game, but hey, it's what we're gonna do later down in the season. Hey, you got a team, Miami put 70 points on somebody and then turned them around the following week and gave up 50. It's the NFL, baby. It happens.
Let's go.
Now you comparing yourself to Miami?
Let's go.
No,
Let's
I
go.
said this the NFL. Deaf mute.
Hey, we can
I thought you
bypass
used Miami.
just a doggone minute since
I ain't worried about
we
Miami.
backed up on time, and let's go to the next question, Phil.
All right. Look, over under. Will Kawhi Leonard play more or less than 65 games this year? Jeremiah.
Uh, I think he'll play less. Even though they got these new rules, I don't really think Kawhi is really too worried about being an all-star or whatever, because he's already got paid. So I think he's going to play less than 65. I know that he will play in the tournament, in the mid-season tournament, but he's going to play less than 65.
All right. Hey, Angel, how are you doing? Thanks for
Hey,
stopping
Angel.
by. Mark,
Yes, sir.
Kawhi Leonard seems to be a little offended because he thinks this rule is basically named after him. Should he be?
Oh, anyway, you know what? Who cares? He's a millionaire. They named it after him. Whatever. He's got championships, and out of that. But I look at it like this. I'm not in that man's body, and if there's an injury that says you can't play back-to-back games, I never heard of it before. Never seen it before. Maybe it's a new type of injury. And yeah, the NFL's trying to sell these tickets and sell this game so they can keep paying these guys these large salaries. So everybody knows. I mean, it shouldn't be named after Kawhi. It should be named the Popovich rule.
All right. So look, Vance, as you can see, the Denver Broncos just lost again uh, this weekend,
Mm.
and
I bet he didn't know that until you
it
told
was
him.
an
Go ahead.
untimely fumble at the end of the game by Russell Wilson. Given that defensive end, the right tackle let the defensive end come in unblocked and knock the ball away from Russ. Who's the fault for the downfall of the Denver Broncos? Russ or Sean Payton?
They were never up.
Oh man, you know what though, uh, uh, Phil, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to blame. It's hard to blame Russ. It's hard to blame Russ. He's playing. He's well. He is playing better. And I think Peyton came in with his, all his, as you say, achievements and all his, he gonna do this and he this with the quarterbacks, uh, and gonna change rush and all that mess. It just did. It wasn't gonna click from the beginning, man. So they're a mess. So there's so many things you can say about Denver. So I'm just glad I can use my DFS team. My running backs. I definitely pick my running backs against Denver.
Mark, who's the bigger issue here?
Forget
Sean
Peyton.
Payton or Russ?
I think uh, I think Russ is the bigger problem in this situation. I think both him and Sean Payton, they both come in with what they win. They both won one Super Bowl each, and so I think that but he's the quarterback and he's on the field, and I think that's going to play out into the sense that where Peyton is going to probably move on from Russ. And that's a real quick is that his ability to throw or do things on the football field could diminish with time and age and attrition. He's still a good quarterback. But the problem is his mindset is just gone from he just turned Hollywood. It just mindset is just not there, and that's what needs to
Well,
be.
if you listen to the Legion of Boom and other teammates, they say Russ has always been, as you just said, Hollywood.
Right.
But tell you what, Jeremy, I'm going to go to another question on you because I want to just chime in on just how people's eyes can deceive them. Russ, this year, passing TDs, he's second.
Mm-hmm.
TD percentage, 6.7. He's second.
Mm-hmm.
Passer rating, 106.1. He's fourth.
Mm.
20-yard pass completions down the field, he's tied for seventh.
Mm.
And that's only 2 interceptions on 163 passing attempts. So again,
We
it's
said he's playing
amazing
better.
how we can think that Russ is playing so poorly because of how the Denver Broncos look like
Where's
a
the question?
chaotic mess.
Where's the question?
No, I'm
The
not asking the question. I said I participated in that to give you the real, true outlook of how your eyes are deceiving you about Russ's
My
past
my
the the
play.
the, the,
my
que- the, que- the
my
question is
my eyes
Jeremiah is how about that?
my eyes
Exactly.
my eyes was not deceiving me.
Mark,
That's why I picked him up on my fantasy football league because
no,
he giving
I
me three
I
he
I,
giving
But
me
I,
Phil,
three
we
I
said
touchdowns.
agree with
we
that.
said he's playing better.
no,
Even Mark
well,
said it.
hold it. Yeah, but you're saying playing better
Better
as
than
it's
last
like
year.
And last year
always
for sure.
bad, but he's playing better. No, he is playing top tier NFL football
Well,
this
well,
year.
well. My thing,
Well,
my issue is I don't think it's Sean Payton or Russell Wilson. I
I know
think
where you're going,
I
and
think
Sean Payton bought the grocery.
I think it's Vance Joseph.
Sean Payton picked him. That's Sean Payton pick.
I,
Oh,
I, I say,
so
I'll say this much. I think that it's Russell Wilson's play on the field isn't the issue. I think the team doesn't believe in Russell Wilson. I don't. I just
It's
his
at those
whole aura.
it's at those critical. It's not his play, but you can have good numbers, but certain times of the game, the mistake that you make might cost you the game.
Well,
and I'm trying to figure out what Sean Payton was saying to him after that.
Well, he said he wanted him to check down to the running back because the running back was too hot.
But
and Russell didn't check down to him. Russell was trying to extend the play.
Coaching decision. Let's move on. Vance, is it time for Bill Belichick to go? Are the Patriots going to be better without him?
Yeah, he could have been gone, man. I don't like him. So anyway, so yeah, he could be for me. He can go.
What did he do to you? Okay.
I don't like his style. I don't like his demeanor. I don't like it. I mean,
Vance is upset still because Bill took his girl from him.
Oh, okay.
That's the way you sound like. That's the way you sound like.
I wouldn't want to play for him.
Mark, is it time for Bill Belichick to get his walking papers?
Yeah, it is. It is because it's not working. I think. Look, New England's keeping him for two partial reasons. Partial because it's Bill Belichick and what he's done. The other, they would like him to be the coach of the Patriots when he breaks the all-time winning record. And at the rate that he's doing, he's going in the wrong direction. He's about to give up some games.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go to a station break. And when we come back, we're coming back with Mark's rant.
You tune in to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. When we come back, it's going to be Mark's rant. Mark, what you ranting about today, bro? So
here's the thing. I'm just looking at this woman, and I can't remember her name. Actually, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change what I said. Now I realize, and I hate that I cannot say this guy's name. If somebody wants to text his name in there, please do. But this player for the Colorado Buffalo, University of Colorado, that is this top freshman that's not getting any playing time. He's been in Coach Prime's doghouse, and he was asked a question about why he wasn't playing, and Coach Prime went into saying the things about why he's not playing and talking about him getting to practice, not coming to practice, not practicing hard, things like that. Look, Coach Prime has been doing an excellent job. He has turned that program around. They're not a national contender, not by a long shot, but they are definitely much, much better than what they were. They're definitely respectable. But to me, that's the one thing about what Coach Prime did I don't agree with. I don't think it was necessary for him to put that kid's business in the street. I don't think it was necessary for him to throw that kid there under that bus like that. And if it doesn't work out for him in Colorado, then he could, go someplace else. But a lot of people are not going to want him. Now, he may have a tag that people know, but to do it publicly, to excoriate him like that publicly, I'm not with that. And you could say it's motivating, but these are kids. Although they're adults, don't get me wrong, they're on the men's football team, but they're young people, and he's got to show that professionalism. There's a way to get to him and understand. He knows why Coach Prime ain't playing him, but to blast him like that, I think, was a bit unfair and over the top. For me, if it was my son, I'd be getting him up out of there. I'd be taking him out and saying, you know what, this ain't gonna work. But I would definitely be telling him, hey, if you was doing what you was supposed to do, you wouldn't have these problems. So, he was wrong. Coach Prime was wrong, in my opinion. He been pushing every button right and doing a lot of things. I would trust him with my kid, but I probably, if I was sending him as a recruiter, I'd say, my kid do that. Let me know, let him know, but don't blast him publicly. I would appreciate it if you didn't do that. So, but nobody's perfect, and I know his heart's in the right place, but his words were in the wrong spot.
Thank you, Mark. Look, sometimes we can just take it too far with our authority over people. Mark, I'm going to agree with you in the sense that it's enough said by simply saying he knows why he's not playing.
Right. That's exactly what I would say.
And you have it there. But to go down a whole list of everything and all, to call them, that's, again, you handle stuff like that in house. You can't say we handle stuff in house and some things to stay in house, and you put stuff to the forefront.
Exactly.
So anyway, thank you very much for that, Mark.
I'm surprised he did that. I expect that from somebody like Vance.
I was not surprised, but I'm not going to be able to
Can't be
ask
surprised.
a question that I really wanted to ask
But
today.
he did that to his
Mark,
son also. So
look, well, but again, that doesn't make it right.
Fine there.
Look, it doesn't make it right because he did
Make
it
it
with
right.
his son.
but I'm just saying he's an equal opportunist.
But again, still doesn't make it right. Look, I can't ask the question I want to ask. Is this kind of like Dion did because Vance isn't prepared to answer the question? Is that kind of like what Dion did?
All right, no, because Dion also said, well, other players are doing the same thing. They're not playing also.
Okay. Well, look, all right. Then I'll say that here. Well, I ain't asking because other people aren't prepared either. Wink, wink. Anyway, let me ask
You can ask your question. What are you
there
talking
was
about?
the game last night in the NBA. Preseason. I'm loving it. Can't wait to see the matchup. Mark, who has the advantage this year? Wemby or Chet?
Oh wow, that's a good question. That's a good question. By the way, I just let you know that my Wizards are winning their preseason game against some sort of.
Answer the question, Mark. We don't care.
Hey, look here. When I get my Maryland Terps and my Wizards in, damn it to hell. So I think Wemby will. I think Wemby will. Chet is cool. They both if you put them both back to back, they make the size of one whole man in girth. Because they are they as skinny as your glass rim. Man. And that's on TV skinny. Can you imagine what they look like in person? So yeah, I think Wemby
and they both had the nerve to flex muscles.
I think
they're flexing bone.
I Wemby has more range on the court over Chet. So, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse the fact that he's French.
Well, that's an interesting thing. You seem to think that he has more range. Jeremiah, what about yourself?
To end on this good note, I believe this year, I think Chet will have the better year because, and the reason I say that is because
he played for OKC.
No, because of his surrounding team. He has the better surrounding pieces. Chet is not gonna have to be. He's not gonna be double teamed because you're not gonna leave SGA open and you're not gonna leave Diddy open. And Dort is developing his jump shot, which is a whole lot better than what it was 2 years ago. He can actually hit a rim and actually score every now and then. So, and what Wemby has as surrounding cast does not compare. But 2-3 years from now, I think it's going to be Wemby.
Vance, you're the deciding factor here.
Okay.
We know you two hate Spurs, so go ahead.
Well, I say like this. Jeremiah, I was with Jeremiah up to a point till he said that like the Spurs, I think I'll tell you like this. I think hold on, Jeremiah. Hold on before you. I think what the Spurs went through, those players that went through last year, what they went through last year, I think they've really grown since then, and they're gonna be more of a not a support. Wemby better come and catch up and try to catch up with them.
Hey Vance,
You don't know the NBA yet. You don't know the NBA yet.
my granddaughter gonna grew too, but it don't mean she can walk real good.
Because you probably trying to help her walk. See, so that's the thing.
What do they gotta do with anything?
Yeah, with your help, but the women got some support around him.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he does, Doug.
I think the best thing Wimby.
They're not as bad as you think. They're not as bad as you think. And then plus he got Pop. So Pop gonna nurture him through, but he don't know the NBA yet.
But
So
I think
Chet got a feel of it. He got a little feel of it, but Wimby ain't got it yet. He's not there yet.
I feel you, Vance.
But he can be all right.
Spurs are not that bad, but there's nobody on that team that's as good as Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Josh Giddey. So, look, well, Vance, I tell you what, I want you to go to the station break.
And I don't like the Spurs.
Come back
We'll come back with Jeremiah.
Outside the box.
He already did it. He already did it with that comment he just made.
There it is, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you get ready, man, and put some good work out here, man.
He already did it outside the box.
Jeremiah said, if you do something special, be inside the box.
Y'all sleeping on them young Spurs, man. They're going to be better than what you think, though. That's all right. So let's get on out of here. The next voice you hear, y'all, is will be from Mr. Two Dogs, man, Sports Talk out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he'll give us our Just a Doggone Minute. Jeremiah, what you gonna be talking about tonight, my brother?
I guess Vance didn't hear what I said when I told Phil we're not doing the Just a Doggone Minute. Let's go ahead and go since we're running a little bit behind. But since he put it here anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and say what I want to say. Chat. I'm waiting for this basketball season because you're gonna have some interesting things. You got Zion that done lost some weight. He ain't been eating as many beignets. You got Wemby that's coming in. You got Oklahoma City Thunder. You got close to 10 to 11 teams that has a shot to make the playoffs in the West. In the East is more of a 2-3 team race. But this basketball season is going to be very interesting. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see the different teams, the different players on different teams, to see the competition. But, hey, get ready. And before I go, I just want to say, Boomer Sooner, baby, all day long.
Boomer Sooner. Thank you, Jeremiah. And that's going to do it for tonight's show. We appreciate you stopping by. Take care. Angel, thanks for coming in and seeing us. And you take care. Goodbye and good night, fellas.
All right. I'll holler at y'all later.
Tell me what's the vibe.
Tell your love is so unreal to me. When I look into your eyes and see, the realization that you're down with me. From one to one, it's you and me, yeah. Baby girl, you